So yeah, today we are going to be playing some Six Ages 2, and Tanya is here to chat with David a little bit about the development and what to expect if you're a new player to Six Ages 2 or new to Six Ages in general. This is going to be a great introduction. Six Ages 2 is going to be coming out this summer. So exciting. Only a few months left. So let's maybe start with what folks can expect from Six Ages 2, especially if you're familiar with Six Ages 1. What's different from the original?
Well, let's actually start with what is Six Ages.
Yeah, what is Six Ages?
I think a lot of people might not know. So David, tell us what's Six Ages. Why is this the game that you want to make?
It's kind of the follow-up to King of Dragon Pass, which I did years and years ago, and didn't have any idea how to. I didn't want to make King of Dragon Pass 2. I wanted to tell a completely different story, and we finally figured out a way to do that by winding back the clock from this King of Dragon Pass era to the time when gods were still walking the world of Chlorantha, and you'd be interacting with the gods. You're to steer a small clan to survive as the gods are fighting, and you have the small disadvantage that your gods are on the losing side. So it can be tricky, but luckily you have heroes and can somehow manage to pull it off. It's kind of an unusual game because it mixes a storybook, lots and lots of little stories that all sort of weave together, and you're also trying to manage things like your cows, which are the form of wealth. So there's a little bit of
Is it possible to show the trailer before we get into the because you're in what's essentially the character creation almost, clan creation.
Yes.
I wonder for context if seeing an introduction via the trailer might be helpful for people.
Yeah,
if it's easy, but if it's not easy, then whatever. We'll show them the real game very shortly.
No, I can bring up the file. I was actually gonna also maybe I don't know if the background music is distracting for folks at all, but I can disable that.
Does it change the background music once we get out of clan creation?
It's context sensitive. So once you start playing, it'll be the music appropriate for the events.
Okay.
Oh,
okay. So I mean, we could turn it down a little bit for sure, but it's this loop is quite short for the amount of times we're hearing it, but yeah. We'll be out of it soon, I guess.
One sec. Keep going with the conversation, though.
Sure. Yes. So King of Dragon Pass. I mean, I always think of Chlorantha as being very, ancient Mediterranean or ancient, Mongolian, that sort of unusual. That's the analogy. It's its own thing. It's a separate, detailed world. But I
think Bronze Age, which probably most of us don't have as much knowledge of the specifics. Is bronze, and Chlorantha comes from the bones of the gods who died during this period. So
I feel like that's I don't know if it was conscious, but I feel like that's not too different from what I'm discovering. Spoilers in Dwarf Fortress, that there's something special about certain materials that you find under the earth in Dwarf Fortress. But you said you're turning back the clock. And if the bones of the gods later become bronze, that means this is pre-Bronze Age then? Six Ages 1 and 2?
Well, probably when the first illustrations show up, it hasn't happened yet, but then the gods start fighting pretty early in human times. So yeah, there's still bronze to mine. Probably not as much as you find later in the King of Dragon Pass era.
Yeah, I'm going to warn you, you are sometimes still cutting off in the beginning when you first start talking. So I don't know if there's another noise gate thing you can adjust. But in the meantime, you gave a thumbs up. Alexander, does that mean people are looking at the trailer right now that's playing
No,
behind us?
I'm still
okay,
getting
okay.
that up. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not, I guess it's maybe not as simple, but.
Okay. Well, we don't have to do it then. That's fine. Yeah, I remember being really taken with the procedural people of Six Ages. I mean, can you talk more about that?
One of the interesting bits is that you're really not, in most games, you're sort of in control of individuals or heroes, or even in God games, pretty much whatever you says happens. But in Six Ages, you have basically these little agents who work on your behalf, and they have their own personalities and their own skills, and that can determine whether or not they're successful at what you ask them to do. And they also have minds of their own. So if you have somebody who really, really hates your neighbors and you're trying to make peace with them, that individual may cause trouble. And you'll be able to figure this out by checking what they tell you in advice. We're not seeing advice on the screen right now, but once you have a clan set up, you'll have advisors and you'll click on them for advice, and they'll also sometimes criticize each other's opinions on things.
Yeah, I know in Crusader... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, some people really like your neighbors and want to make friends with them, and so those two characters are sort of set up for a clash.
Yeah, my approach to strategy games is always kind of messed up by my sort of wish that everyone would get along, and that's kind of impossible in all of these games for very good reasons, design-wise. So it doesn't matter. As a player, I'm always like, no, we're going to be nice, and we're going to all get along, and that's what's going to happen. And then whether it's Civilization or Crusader Kings or Six Ages, it's like, no, that's not actually how it works. I try. I can't stop trying. I don't know.
And although in some ways it looks like a expand and conquer game, it really is not. And you're not going to succeed solely by fighting your neighbors. You might have to do it, but that's not the way you can succeed. Because you're outnumbered, for one thing, and they have more powerful gods on their sides in some cases. So you have to find another path.
Yeah, and Six Ages 2 in particular, I mean, at least from talking to you, it feels like you've emphasized that even just continuing to exist at all is like a big victory. So you shouldn't be dreaming of taking over the world or something like that. That's ridiculous.
Right. Who advances the story from your success in the first game, and now the bad gods of chaos have entered the world and are basically tearing everything down and trying to destroy the world. And that has lots of ramifications and in ways it becomes visible. The climate is terrible. Social organizations are all starting to fall apart. The goddess in charge of marriage is dead, so marriages have more trouble.
That's never a good sign. You don't want your goddess of marriage to die. That's a bad omen.
Kings is dead, so the kings are weak now, which is also a problem. Just everything that can go wrong is kind of going wrong, and you still have to survive, and they ain't going to be easy.
So, what choices did you make, Alexandra? What did you pick for your clan, like as your main god, for example?
Yes. Well, I always go cow build. I feel like that's just me. It's always like the first option too. So I'm just like,
let's pick the money. Yeah.
I feel like you could always use money. That's always like not a bad thing to have. Maybe it is a bad thing in some cases.
No, cows are cows.
Choices in this sort of backstory. It just is how you're deciding how you want to play to a degree. Are we focusing on the earth or the sun? What do our ancestors value here? So here, if they're really traders, they're going to encourage us to trade and reward us when we trade. If they like the truth, they'll encourage like fact-finding expeditions. Some of them just like to feast, have a good time. I think that's off the screen. It's not, none of them are bad choices, but they kind of expect you do the same thing. So here, it's not like a victory condition thing at all, but it's a, what do I want to emphasize in my play to a certain degree?
Forward movement. All right.
Don't defer things.
I like how varied the art style is between images too. I think that's like a really unique thing about Six Ages that I really like.
Are portraying, this is the distant past, and it really should clearly be different from our present times. And you also are going to have the possibility of traveling to the other side, the world of the gods and spirits and magic, and that has to look different too. And there's even a few little, we have what we call the flashback style. If something is going on that you don't directly see, we try to make sure that's clear, because we don't do the little harp music thing for a flashback, like 40s movies or something.
Yeah, so dwarves are the enemy. Oh,
Dwarves
no!
are the enemy. Yeah, we're doing a dwarvy build.
And dwarves in Glorantha are made of rock, right? That's their thing?
Basically, they're the stone folk. Gloranthan elves are the plant people.
Right.
Gloranthan trolls are basically they're the really hungry people.
Oh, like
of darkness.
Cannibals, or?
Well, that's actually trolls do eat their dead, because that's a sign of honoring your ancestors.
There you go.
Not that we don't go into all the other cultures much in this game. You're a human. Don't have that choice. I know people would love me to make a troll game someday, but...
Well, I think, from a Kitfox perspective, we're into dwarf games now. So let us know if you work on one of those. But although we could have the elf game too. We can try to have both sides of the coin. Okay, so now we have a clan, and there's an explosion, and it looks like the world is starting anew. Let's see what the actual world looks like. Oh, we're not there yet.
If you survive... Oh, not yet. I like this one. We can do awful. We can just make everything absolutely terrible. Let's do it. Full grimdark.
All right. We're going to lose instantly. Let's do it.
No one knows. I want complete uncertainty. No one knows when the world's going to end. I don't want a 3-day cycle. This is where we are starting, so we can
Okay, so this is the summary. Yeah. Obviously, this is the Twitch chat clan.
Yes, this is Twitch chat clan. There we go. Restores unlimited.
Harder on yourself if you are tempted to go back in time, but the games do track everything, they automatically save, and you can always go back to the end of the previous year if you don't like the way things are going.
We want life would be awful, absolutely. Awful. The worst. Hard mode, because we have literally the dev in chat, so we'll be fine.
Well, and even if we aren't, there's no...
no hints from me, though.
Let's do it.
I didn't hit the... There we go. Okay, I love this.
A foreshadowing or something.
The heirs of the Twitch chat clan. Oh no! I guess I didn't have to put clan there.
Oops.
Sorry. They're always going to be a clan, so you don't need to specify, I guess.
I think we should have tolerance. I think that's what we're trying to have our community most focus on, right?
Yeah, we want positivity and complete darkness, at least somewhat.
Life is awful, but hey, we're here together.
So this
Let's
would be
be tolerant.
The main screen. I'm gonna actually move the cameras up. I know it'll block
a couple of the advisors.
there.
That's okay.
I don't want to block the art either, though. It's tough.
Filling in on the history between the two games, also.
So are Baron and Redalda always your clan ancestors in every playthrough?
Connects to the first game. And this is also the... we are portraying a little bit of Gloranthan history for those who are actually into the actual world, as opposed to the... just it's a background for this game.
Because it was the Rider clan in the last one, right? Or Rider culture?
You're from the Rider people culture.
But not in this game.
Merge the two.
Sorry, say that again. You got cut off a little bit.
Have managed to marry the two cultures together and form a new one.
Okay.
So you're still one of the very few people in the world who can ride horses. It's secret knowledge or lore, because you have the right myths to do it.
And myths are power in this world.
Oh. You have the horse goddess.
Someone's pointed out that me and David and Alexandra are the advisors now.
Yes.
Is what it appears on Twitch. Which is perfect. You can mouse over Tanya and she'll say, "Ship the game, David."
That would be great.
And David will say, "No, we need more QA time."
We do need more QA time. No, that's actually a great way to play. Have one of your friends be the 8th advisor.
Yeah.
Let's do hot-headed writers.
Hot-headed, restive writers. All right.
Or your special foe now that you have a harder time dealing with.
Writer versus writer.
Everyone fights hardest against their family, you know? There's a truism there.
R.I.P.
The game has, you'll have dozens of other clans that you'll have to deal with, and there's lots and lots of detail about how those relations work. It's not simply just friend and foe. Other clans will respect you.
Or fear you.
Fear as opposed to mock. But yeah, it's basically a respect. But they still don't have to like you just because they respect you. Like a formal alliance or a formal war, a feud.
So
if we let both temples fall into disrepair, do we essentially just like abandon all gods at this point? Is that what we could theoretically do?
Just those dead gods, because they're not answering anymore. They've gone away.
So these gods are gone. We don't know. They're not helping us. So I mean, I feel like.
So because you have no agriculture goddess, your crops are going to be hurting in the future.
That would be a huge problem.
Can't rebuild them once you've given up worship. There's really no point in restarting it. But the game does give you value to doing it. It could be expensive because you are not getting the normal benefit that you would get from divine worship.
I think I would let them fall into disrepair.
Oh, really?
I would find new gods.
All right, let's get some new ones. They're not picking up.
I'm very practical.
Up other resources.
It's a relationship. Yeah, exactly. If I have limited resources, life is awful. I'm not gonna keep giving my food to someone who's not using it.
Oh no, tribal unity is unraveling.
Earlier today, but
sorry, what'd you say, David?
Cat and the modeling for the A-links in the right of this.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we did share that yesterday. So if you want to see what the model, the real life cat model looks like for this cat right here, check out our Twitter or 6 Ages Twitter. In fact, check out both.
Yeah, so foreshadowing of tribal politics to come.
What should we do about tribes that aren't really paying attention to the king? I don't know. I mean, we really want to survive. That's this one. I mean, the King of Dragon Pass was all about becoming king. 6 Ages 1, I didn't actually make it to an ending, but I don't know. I mean, if you were to load up your save, would this be a different situation? Or I guess not, because we're so far later.
That is a question people always ask, and you can in fact continue victory from the first game, and you're at the end of the game you go on a special visit to the other world, and things that happen there do carry forwards, and a bunch of other things do too. There's also been, though, I can't remember if we had given an exact number of generations between the games, but a lot of things, enough time has passed that most of the stuff is not going to carry through, but that sort of mythic level stuff does. You know, your dealings with the gods are super important, and that will carry forwards and give you bonuses in certain situations But we also want to make sure that you can play without having continued an old game. You could start something brand new.
So this is the new screen we've reached now, where we're doing a little bit of time management. The Twitch chat clans huddled around.
Can I not delete my message? I copied the wrong thing.
Oh. Did you post
There's
that
no way
Discord?
Yeah, I meant to. I was trying to copy something else, but is there no way to delete it?
It's tough because it's us.
I know, but you'd think that'd make it easier.
Do you want me to make it disappear?
Yeah, go for it. What? H. What's happening?
I'm just spamming the chat so it goes away. Yeah, there.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, this is what I was trying to. Okay, I thought you meant disappear as in you could delete it, but oh well.
Don't ignore that link, everybody. Check out that
now
link
I have a
instead.
new one. Yeah.
It's gone down in your permanent record.
Oh well.
Yeah, I guess it's fine as long as no one clicks. I guess it doesn't matter if people click it.
No, I don't think it'll go to anywhere for them.
But the important link is the Steam sale page where all of our games are currently on sale. The most sale they've ever been in their entire lives. So it's very important that you check it out. It's a cool page. We got some cool new art up there. We've got soundtracks. We've got all our published games. If you want to actually start your journey now, you can actually pick up 6 Ages 1 on sale so that you're ready for when 6 Ages 2 comes out very soon. And you can transfer your save file. So yeah, there's never been a better time to pick up a Kitfox game or two, or all.
Yeah. And so this is, for anybody who's just joined us, this is 6 Ages 2, and Della is our chief. Can we look at Della? What's her deal? So again, these people are procedural, right? Like you didn't write Della as a person, did you?
For a second time, you'll see her basic skills, but you'll have to sort of her personality will come out during play. Yeah, she worships the sort of goddess of women warriors.
Good choice.
Renowned leadership, good food.
And one of the things in this game also is you see characters age, right? So like Rita over there, she's quite young right now, but I assume as she gets older, she might have a different portrait. Is that true?
She will age, and you have to, she'll be older then, so she'll look different. Yeah, and the game is played. You don't know how long because you picked the don't know, but it's still at least 2 generations worth of play. So these characters may have children of their own who show up to succeed them or join them on the council here.
So we need to spend some resources working on some of these projects, right? That's the situation where we should pick. We have
clan magic to distribute, and
right.
Usually I like to keep the clan fed, so the top 3 are my first pick.
The fields and the pastures and the wilds.
Right.
That's where the food comes from, I assume. So you just gotta click on the
foragers
little
and hunters are
and
out in the wilds. Pastures are cows and sheep, but they also feed us.
I'm going to put Harmony because Della specifically said Harmony magic can help. And I trust Della. And then we don't want to really do war things, so let's do...
Well, no. So the thing is that we really need food, though. We definitely need at least 1 point in pastures and wilds, I think.
Oh, you think we should go full
for
food?
People
Full
people need full bellies. That's what I think.
In the demo, you can't actually start a ritual, so that's not as important. In the
Whoops.
Good to know.
Packed in various events that might happen, but you're not going to be able to. It's always a good thing to know what's out there in the world.
Ritual is one of those trips to the other world you were talking about, right? Where you relive a myth.
And
Okay.
it does have, all of these sort of have somewhat broader impact on events, but it would have to be an event that, like if someone came to you and wanted you to do a ritual or something.
Right.
And the clan saga is, we haven't gone past the lore yet, but you don't have to keep notes on stuff. So if you come back after a week and want to pick up where you were, you can say, oh yeah, I just had, the Blue Snake clan just came and raided me and I have to avenge that or something.
It's just a constant list of gods we've chosen to abandon.
or that have abandoned us.
Yeah, it's troubling times. So let's
All right, let's proceed.
on. Yeah.
So this is the main game. Yeah, here we are. We're finally playing the game. Okay.
Concerned with the people, but
oh, they're dissatisfied. You don't say.
my
gods die.
Right now.
I feel pretty good.
We only have one fear. That's pretty good. I personally have way more than that, so this is a lot. So what do you recommend, like, when you're kind of like, you get all this information about your clan? It's probably a good idea to go over everything to understand, like, what the features are.
The menu there on the left also gives you sort of special situations. Right now, your food is not at a great level. So you have two ways you can improve that. And the sort of long-term way is to, in the recent hard times, most of your shrines have fallen into disrepair. So you might want to build a shrine to a god or goddess who can help feed you. So that would be on the magic screen. The other option, so that like Inilla the Forager is a good one to start.
But we've killed them because they have a line through them?
No, that's Ernalda. Oh. So Ernalda died.
Yes,
or went away, let's say. And we were like, yeah, we're going to let that temple fall apart.
Yeah, there's some dispute about what, maybe she's just sleeping? No. We all know she's dead.
But Elmal is not Urmal. Oof, careful about
Your
Urmal.
sun god is still there.
Elmal,
yeah.
No, I don't. Well, I mean, we could go with Trickster God who discovered death.
We need food. Alexandra, focus. Food. Although Della loves Osara. I don't know if Osara is going to give us any food. I don't think so. Wait, Ridalda. That's like our... So why is Ridalda separate from the main ancestors' gods? Because she is an ancestor too, right?
The game will kind of be telling you the specifics of that. But basically, she's taken over for the horse goddess.
Okay.
That's right. Horse rune.
That sounds good. I could deal with that. And Uralda is the...
Oh, the cow.
Oh, there you go. That looks like food.
What we want.
She's a good one too.
Yeah. I feel like I always pick Uralda. I can't resist because I'm like, yep, that all sounds like good miracles to me.
Cows are the best. That's wealth.
So we want to build a shrine. So the cost.
Hopefully she doesn't die in the course of the demo.
Will feed us. Yes.
Great.
Thank you for that confirmation. Oops.
What kinds of goods do we make? Is it like we got a story.
Whoa.
Are these elves?
Well, I think there's some dispute about that. If our ancestors aren't complete, or your advisors aren't completely sure.
People,
whatever they were,
if we act and afraid if we don't. Yeah, because they're creepy.
Fearful.
I don't want to burn them. I feel like that'll make it worse.
Ooh, let's ask the spirits. Spirits. What's gonna happen?
They are reluctant. Do you push them to obey? Yes.
I don't know.
Spirits are afraid here.
These were elves. They're dead husks and should be left alone. Okay.
Yes, we do. No be ejected to leaving the creepy things alone. Thank you. We have one weird clan member that's like, wait a minute. Let's go see what they have to say.
That'd be me. I'd be like, what? We're just going to leave it there? That's the most boring possible result. Oh, well.
And B, though, leave it alone. Don't cause trouble.
That's so often the wise course of action. But
it's like the horror movie strategy, right? Like,
yeah,
if you just leave it alone, you'll be okay.
Yeah, why don't they just leave and go home? Why are they still there in the creepy house? Nobody knows. The other thing to note is the season. If you click on the season, I think it'll give you some information about like what's going on and what's going to happen next. Right?
Oh, here we are.
What did it say?
Oh.
Time to prepare and sow the fields. Yeah. So when you're finished with everything you want to do for the season, then you can confirm and say, okay, ready to move forward. But in the meantime, we can look at this. So we have one tribe that hates us and one that fears us. We have 10 swordspeople, right?
Who actually have bronze armor.
Almost 800 herds. Isn't that a lot for only having 10 swords? It feels like they're going to get raided for sure.
Or from the war screen, if you're worried about that.
Oh, we have 172 bows.
Oh, that's pretty good, I guess. It's better than 10.
And we have
the circular thing lets you recruit. Yeah, and you have a hill fort, which is something you did not have in the first game because it's that high-tech dwarf manufacture. Humans can't build hill forts of this quality.
It's of the finest craftsmanship, you might say.
Yeah.
But we don't want to really battle yet, unless we wanted to.
Bows are good for defense. I think if could we take the bows and go raid someone if we wanted to, or would it be better to have swords?
You don't want to do it in the planting season though, which is right now is still you're still planting crops. Even though crops are pretty terrible in this day and age, it's still something you need to do. You just have you can't grow wheat and barley anymore because they just don't thrive under the current conditions.
Oh, we should send someone to explore the map.
Oh, yes.
For more food outside a clan.
So we can see the Twitch chat clan is there with the red dot. And so now we can explore or forage or search for spirits. Forage would be good since our food is low, but I find it very difficult to resist the temptation of more exploring. I assume that's foolish when there's already so many other rival clans around, but I don't know. I feel compelled to fill in the map. I don't know if that's a normal player type, David, but whenever I see this, I don't think I've ever managed to not go explore a dark part of the map.
A good thing in game term. It's always, you have trade-offs of what to do, but if you have people out there, they will be discovering they'll uncover different threats, and that will reduce the chance of them hurting you. So it's harder for bandits to be hiding out nearby if you have explorers always. The bandits have to move further away, and you'll reduce the bandit threat.
Is it going to make the Oslira R? What is that? What is R? Rider? Is that the Oslira Riders? Is that going to make them mad that we're foraging near them?
Not a clan. That's the river.
Oh, it's the river. Okay. Very good.
Excellent.
Perfect.
So is this about it? There's Is this can we build anything else, or do we take a break at this point, or?
You could certainly keep building. Right now, you might want to recruit more warriors because you just sent some off to help guard the foraging expedition.
So this is the recruit screen.
Yeah, you could reduce it, but it seems I think most people just add.
Let's do 7. We don't want to be greedy.
You're bringing it down to 7.
Swords need 3 cows worth of equipment. We have a
Crank
lot of
it to the
cows.
right.
Oh, crank it.
Crank it to the... So it's a recruit and not a dismiss.
Oh, no, we don't want to dismiss. Should we just, like, expand our search maximum? Bribe them with cows?
Definitely get the fort. Well, it's probably nothing's definite, but you have a higher chance of getting the full. Well, not quite.
Oh.
That's something, though.
But we gave them cows.
Okay, so time advance, and now something's happening.
Look at this goofy little guy.
50 cows for our treasure.
Isn't it weird that the human is wearing horse armor and the horse is wearing human armor?
Yeah, there's a human face on the horse. That's so funny. Haggle! Haggle!
Oh yeah, we're never gonna agree on the exact price.
One cow?
But
What?
look how happy the people were proud.
Now we don't have any treasures. I would never have agreed to only one additional cow. But they didn't give us a chance. Well, but 50 versus 51 cows is not a meaningful haggle result.
We're desperate, though, aren't we?
I don't know, my treasures. I guess we didn't really have any healers that the braid was helping anyway, but...
Oh, this will tell us who hates us and who likes us and which ones...
Oh, so now it's a new season.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah,
yes,
time
it is
advance.
late fire season.
Fair weather and ripening grain. Raiding! Let's do a raid! Who hates us or fears us?
Yeah.
We should go raid them.
Putting it, again, the clan relations are super complicated, but we tried to boil it down a little bit. So the red colored ones are the ones who really are more likely to not like you. Don't have a lot of friends. Oh, you're playing on the, you were on the harshest setting too, weren't you, when you started?
So those green rocks, man, they need some smacking.
Yeah. You only have one clan that fully hates you, but those guys aren't too friendly.
Oh, okay. What about the cast waiting? Or rast cast waiting? Yeah, cast walting.
They're technically in your tribe, but
is purple like a cousin basically?
No. They're kind of we don't like you much.
The healthy cow secret. You have the king of the Baroneth Telly, even though you downplay that sort of thing because he's kind of a relic of old good times. Still in the same tribe as those folks, so you might want to raid like the Green Rock.
Favor. So what if we sent an emissary to the Green Rock to ask something with our favor, and then raided somebody else? I don't know. What would you do, David?
Favors is always a good thing. Or even just having an MS. You could try to improve your relations by giving him a few gifts, too.
True. Although then they might just start mocking us.
Is this enough?
Get there, too. Oh, yeah.
I'm being stingy.
It is probably that's a decent gift.
Oh no.
Okay. Are going to have to worry about crop rotation. We don't go into a lot of super details about micromanaging your crops, but when things get really bad, you'll have to form a venture and get your clan to do a whole lot of work all at once.
Should call in the favor.
Sure.
We need food.
Food, like...
A magical blessing is not enough to eat on. They have a reputation for generosity.
So twice the customary amount. Twice!
3 times! Uh-oh, hate +1. No more than the usual amount.
How dare they? How dare?
The customary amount, please.
So they have to pay it, but...
Our food is still low, but I guess we're not as dire.
Harvest season, at least. It's Earth season when you bring in the harvest.
Ah.
So I have to head out, but it was really nice to chat and play with you, David and Alexandra.
Yeah.
And everybody definitely take a look. I'm going to post the 6 Ages 2 Steam page. Everybody can go try it for themselves.
Yes, we have a demo up now, so you can play basically this exact section, minus a few things, and more.
And, you know, we're probably going to take the demo down in a few days, or no, in like a week, because I think that we want to try some different things. So if you're going to try it out, try it now. Download and enjoy. Okay. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Tanya.
The 3-year limit of the demo in this little brief.
So I guess like we're gonna hold on, I'm just gonna adjust the camera. Now that Tanya's gone, it booped us a little bit. What are some good, if people are going to be downloading the demo today and probably right now, I'm sure they are downloading. What are some like quick start tips that maybe you have for people starting out?
Is listen to your advisors, because they actually live in the world and they know how it works. We're all outsiders and we don't live in a Bronze Age. Most of us don't grow our own crops and raise our own cows. But your advisors they do, you've seen already, they have sort of conflicting advice. They have their own agendas and areas of their expertise. You know, your clan chief is more about the leadership roles, and like Ren going to have more knowledge about horses because she worships the horse goddess. But generally, your advisors are a key thing. It starts out with you recovering from some bad times, so you should probably be building up your shrines again, so you have the advantage of the surviving gods helping you. Goddess Inilla would be useful. Tricksters are always trouble, but can be helpful. Sun Temple, you can do that too.
And I guess the other thing is like, don't be afraid to make maybe a good or bad choice, because there usually isn't one.
The design goal is that we try not to make it like one choice is obviously wrong or obviously right. They all have different trade-offs. Sometimes you're giving in to the outsiders, man.
Oh,
but
that's not.
Well, again, is it good or bad? I mean, it means they probably won't raid you if you bought them off. On the other hand, you can use those cows yourself. So, so it's what consequences do you want to suffer is really the way a lot of the choices work. So,
let's give them less, maybe. Let's try that. No.
Threat out there.
I have to do the maximum, or else they'll say no. Oh dear.
Impoverished at the time.
Oh.
Can't remember what you promised.
Oh God, it's just all terrible. Well, they didn't like that.
As the demo, you can try out different things and don't have to worry as much, because you will probably see some follow-ons from your choices, but it does end before the second, before a full generation even. So things.
I think you cut out a little bit there, David.
So you're asking what to do, and I think this trying different things, of exploration in the time you have.
Yeah, it's an easy way to make mistakes when you're just in a demo save file and nothing will happen, and the chaos won't make you feel too bad about maybe a mistake you make along the way. And someone in chat is saying, the great humiliation. That's every day for Twitch chat. Don't worry. Yes, of course.
Yeah, we hope you like the little taste and can give if you we're still developing the game. There's a few bits of art that aren't finished. Some of the music is still placeholder, and none of the new music is in the final mix yet. So we still like it, but it's not. It'll be better in the full game.
Absolutely. And we are really excited to hear what you think. So if you would like, you can join us in our Discord. There's a whole 6 Ages channel. David, you're actually in there fairly often yourself, and a few of the other devs, if I recall. So if you have anything or questions or comments, then that would be the best place to put them, I would think.
Actually, there might be a bug, and the control screen shows you how we would like to get our bug reports, but any way at all is good. We're still finding bugs and trying to improve the game flow.
Is there any place else that people can go to find more information?
Still in the process of updating our website, so not yet. The 6ages.com website will have additional information about the new game, but my web developer is busy making that one up right now.
And you can also sign up for the Kitfox newsletter, and you can sign up specifically for 6 Ages news, so that if you're not on Steam or on Twitter, you can get the information directly to your inbox.
Page right now has a lot of information too.
Yeah,
and you can wish list.
Is fully out and populated with all the new information.
An App Store page, but they have different rules for games that aren't out yet, so that'll come when we have a much better idea of when we're shipping.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up for today, I just wanted to let folks know that this is just the first of many streams that are coming to this during this event. Throw up the schedule just in the corner here. We have Mossfield Origins stream tomorrow. We have Caves of Cud on Saturday and Dwarf Fortress on Monday. And the sale page is going to be live the whole time until now. And we are excited to hear what you think of 6 Ages too. So we'll see y'all in the Discord, and if not, in the next stream tomorrow. So yeah, thank you for joining us. This was so much fun. Thank you, David, for joining us for this. I'm so excited for 6 Ages too, and hopefully I'll make less mistakes next time in the real version. So excellent. Thank you.